Welcome to Up All Night with the Cool Story Show. This is an adult-themed podcast where we talk girls, we talk sex, we talk relationships, we talk dirty, and we do not hold back. Viewer discretion is advised. Let's stay up all night.
Welcome to another episode of Up All Night, and today's topic is, what's the worst date that you have been on? Or just situations in general.
Hi, everybody.
I'm joined by my wonderful, beautiful co-hosts, Aaron Corbett and Andy Spiteri. So guys, what is the worst date or situational story that you can tell us?
Situational. Use smaller words.
Yeah,
Like who you're talking to.
Okay,
Situa?
sit stories.
So bad date.
Bad.
Not good.
Okay, and our special needs audience just tuned off. Okay, Aaron, you go.
All of our audience is special needs. They're watching us schmucks.
Okay, the worst date I've ever been on was to, surprisingly enough, one of our, some of us, I think, one of our best friends' wedding, actually.
Oh,
I think you remember this, how this date ended for me.
Yeah, I remember.
It ended. There's not much to tell. We went. It was fine for about a quarter of it. I started ignoring her. She started ignoring me.
Why were you ignoring your date?
I didn't.
I feel like you guys went as dates, but not quite as dates.
Can you give us some backstory on this?
Some backstory is with this girl. Let's call her Mario and Gina. We're sleeping together, but not quite going out.
You and Mario Giano.
So FWB.
Okay.
Yes. And
why Mario Giano?
Because there's Mario right here, Dave. Let the man tell the story.
You're distracting me. For Christ's sake.
The name is ridiculous. But
Give me Mario and just leave me alone.
Luigi and Anus.
So she asked me to be her date for the wedding, which I initially thought was a bad idea, and she kept asking, and I finally said yes.
Okay.
So we went to the wedding, and very good friend of mine, all of ours, I think.
Yes.
Went, great wedding, super happy for the dude. The girl in question looked pretty good, I'd say.
Very good.
Yeah, she looked fantastic. I looked good as always.
Confused because I went to the same wedding and I can't think of who you're talking about, but go on.
I don't remember you there anyway.
Okay.
And yeah, we started drinking when we got to kind of, what's the after the wedding thing called? The reception?
Reception, yeah.
Yeah, we started drinking. I just sort of ignored her and started dancing with other people. She ignored me, started dancing with other people, and by the end of the night,
you motherfuckers were screaming in each other's faces.
I screamed something at her. She screamed something at me. I screamed something at her. She hit me. And then tried to hit me again. You remember this. And tried to hit me like a third time, and I grabbed her wrist and grabbed her other wrist and just like held her, and I was like, if you fucking hit me again, I'm gonna fucking knock you out. Then she started bawling. Like, just bawling. Like, the fucking floods that flooded Noah started. And like, just, it was the worst thing ever.
You know what was the worst thing ever? We live in the same building, okay? So they were my ride home.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so we go from working out sort of as this couple thing that wasn't supposed to be a real couple, to ignoring each other, to fighting, to physically fighting, to her crying and apologizing, to me just drunkenly saying, like, what do you do when a girl's crying on your shoulder besides say, like, it's, whatever, you know, what?
Just go to the bathroom, 10 seconds.
Whatever, okay, fine. So she, like, profusely said, I'm sorry, blah, 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 and, you know, let's get out of here, and we were this schmuck was supposed to get a ride back with us from this place, and he doesn't want to get a ride back.
I was texting my ex-girlfriend to come and pick me up, because I was like, fuck
didn't know
this.
that.
Like,
and I remember I was like, just come with us, and Andy was like, fuck you, no. And I would have said the same thing if I was Andy, but I was very drunk, so I was like, stop being a bitch, just come with us. And he's like, fuck you, no. Go away with your shit.
Wait, was this the wedding that you best manned at?
Yes.
Yes.
Then why do I not remember any of this?
Because you
All
left.
because you left at like 10
Because you
o'clock
left
because you were
because
tired.
you were a girl.
Fuck off.
And
Probably
you
had
missed
your bedtime was
everything good.
10:30, so.
You were having your period and you need to switch out your fucking vagina rag or
You were
whatever
at the bar.
happens.
Do you have any cranberry juice?
Yeah, okay.
I could see the little dotted red trail from when you left.
Okay, anyways.
Anyways. Okay.
Back to the point. After this physical altercation, we go back to my
we go back
place,
here.
but we end up taking you back at the same time.
Oh.
That was probably pretty awkward for him.
It wasn't awkward. It was just terrible because you're both like sitting there just like, and I'm in the back. I'm like fucking crammed in the back of this. Like the seats don't move forward. Okay, so I'm in the back seat. And I'm just like, fuck. Like,
Okay.
Yeah.
yeah, it wasn't good.
How did that conclude?
That was a bad date. It concluded pretty much like that.
Did she drop you off and then went home?
Yeah. Basically, I said, yeah. That was what I said was best,
Basically means no.
and that was it.
Okay.
That was all. But it was bad. It was that was probably one of the only dates that I've ever been on that ended with a physical fight, which you weren't involved in, but
Yeah.
it was pretty bad. Awkward, bad, physical, bad, awkward. Dave, your turn. Go.
Yeah, go Dave.
You want me to go?
No, the other Dave.
Okay.
Mario. It's you. You got the Mario. It's
Luigi
your turn.
Gina.
Yeah, you've got the Mario. Your turn.
Come on, Dave.
I can't recall being on a lot of terrible dates.
Oh my goodness.
But
Fucking knew he was gonna say that.
I unfortunately don't have any stories.
I'm sorry, diamonds just shine bright.
I know you were going
God.
to say that.
Anyways,
Okay, whatever.
I
Fucking
can
prick.
remember one time when I was seeing this girl, and I actually had my good friend, Andy Spiteri, come out with me that night. Because he's my wingman, and I love him dearly. And
this was just another fucking awful date that I felt really awkward in, by the way.
another one that you felt really awkward in?
Yeah.
Really?
Go ahead.
I didn't know
Go ahead.
this.
No, go ahead, please.
Do we need to break open this bottle of wine?
Nope.
Okay.
Please go ahead.
Okay. So I go to the bar, I invite Andy out, he comes, and we're literally sitting there while she has her group of friends, and me and him are
Oh,
drinking.
this is when you were hanging out with me before that, and you bailed to go hang out with this girl because you said it would be awesome.
Maybe.
Yeah, I think that's right, because I was just like, in bed, and I was like,
Yeah.
call me if you need me, because I worked at 6 a.m. the next day, and he calls me at 11, he's like, bro, I need you.
Yeah, and I was saying like, why are you bothering with
Okay,
this?
okay.
What-
finish the
Anyway,
story,
whatever.
finish
Do I have to finish my story?
Yes, you
Go
do.
ahead,
Or
go
are my
ahead.
bros just like leaving me here?
No, go ahead.
Okay.
Please.
Because I do the same thing for any one of you fucks. I'm just saying.
Shut up.
Okay, come
Just
on,
keep
tell
going.
the story.
Anyway, we go out to the bar, and Andy comes out. We're having a few drinks, and I'm trying to get Andy to wingman me, saying, like, you need to help me get this girl drunk. It's not my fault, you fucking Mario.
Give me Mario, okay.
God damn it.
So we're at the bar. We start feeding her alcohol. Andy's there. She's got a group of friends. Nobody's really intermingling. It's kind of like me and Andy at the bar, her friends at another table, and then she's running back and forth. And I'd say the long story, the short is nobody won that night.
No. Well, okay,
Hey,
I
wait,
feel
what
like
happened?
you need to follow that up with the casino story a couple
Elaborate a
weeks
little
later.
more. What?
Basically, she just left, and then Dave left, and then I walked home.
She left me hanging high and dry. She left.
So she was there, bar her friends.
Yeah.
You were there, Andy, at the same bar, and just
Yeah.
nothing.
Nothing transpired.
Well, because we went to hang out with them, but like,
Like
they're...
there was none of this,
Oh,
or
no.
this.
No.
No.
No. Or even dual? No.
I was closer to hooking up with her friend
Or-
than Dave
yes.
was with her, who, by the way, had this fucking mechanical mouth that was like wires and fucking circuits and shit coming out. Like the biggest braces you've ever seen in your entire life. It's literally like a fucking Dinobot coming out whenever she opened her mouth. Like, so, anyways, I feel like you need to follow up with the casino.
Okay, so no blowjob
Well-
from that girl.
Well, the casino's pretty much the same story. Like, I meet up with you guys at the
Oh,
casino
the
with
casino
her.
was worse.
Okay, well,
Because
then-
she was by herself.
She was by herself, and we got her ridiculously drunk to the point where obviously things might have probably gone my way, but they didn't. Andy says I should have left her at the casino because she obviously wasn't hooking up with me that night. I took her home anyways. 'cause I'm
Dave,
such a
Dave
nice
is
guy.
being too nice here, so I'm gonna jump in here and tell you exactly what happened.
Okay.
She came
not
to the
involved.
casino. She came to the casino and she's like, "Let's fuck. We're gonna fuck tonight, and we're gonna fuck all night." And Dave was just like, "What any red-blooded male would say?" And he's like, "Yeah, bitch." So she comes down. We drink all night. I have to talk to her by myself actually for one point, and I was just like, "Oi." So
Oh, I know who we're talking about.
okay. So at the end of the fucking night, she goes up to Dave and she's like, "I'm sorry, I can't do this." And Dave's like, what? Like, so he comes to me and he's like, she just said she can't do this. And I was like, what? Leave that bitch here! Because Dave lives here, she lives there, okay? And the casino's somewhere over here.
Opposite sides.
So, Dave is, at this point, he's drinking a fucking coffee. Like, at the casino.
He's fucking sobering up.
Yeah, so he's just like, I think I'm gonna drive her home. So fucking Diamond Dave, diamonds always shine.
They're
fucking
so bright.
Drives her ass all the way to her fucking house, then drives all the way back to his place. And you had to work the next day.
I'm sorry I could not leave her at the bar. Regardless of
I
whatever
would have
happens,
left her
I'm not
there
the type of
and
guy
not
that
felt
leaves
bad
a chick
about
at
it.
the bar for that.
I would have bailed on her raw dog and fucking been gone.
Like, it's painful.
Not me, I'm sorry.
Wow.
I've been there for both of your guys' first dates, like that. Hey.
Hey, alright, buddy.
Yeah.
Glad you could be a part of it.
Yeah. Woo!
I think mine was worse and his was more awkward and horrible.
I feel worse for him than I do for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You had a fucking fight with a girl.
Appreciate
though.
that. I got slapped 3 times in the head. Fucking hurt.
I would have taken that shit after the second slap.
Oh, I would have fucking knocked her out with my dick or something like that. Like,
That was close.
Yeah.
That was close. Andy, you got the Mario.
okay, I got the mark.
What is it gonna be?
I don't know. Let's find out.
Okay, this actually wasn't even that long ago, unfortunately. And technically, this is a second date. It wasn't a first date, but this girl was kind of following me around at work and following me around, and she was quitting, and so I could tell that she wanted like my number or whatever, and I was like, here you go, here's my number, let's do something. So like a week or so later, we ended up going to see Interstellar at the theater.
Amazing movie.
Amazing movie. It's like that was actually fine. And we went to Boston Pizza after, which is in Chinook Center, the mall, which has the theater in it.
Right.
It's probably like a 10-minute walk from there, like inside the mall. So we go there and we get to talking, and she mentions that she's going to see the Hunger Games the next day with a group of her friends, and I was like, oh shit, I'm going to see the Hunger Games too. At what time are you going? So we find out that we're actually going at the same time. So we make an agreement to go hang out after, right?
Couldn't go wrong.
Could go wrong. So I'm with
Couldn't go
I'm
wrong.
with one of my friends, and she brought one of her friends as well. So and then before the movie starts, I see her and she's with her group of friends or whatever. So we go in, watch a movie. The Hunger Games is okay. So the movie ends, and I'm going up to my two friends, and I'm like, hey guys, I have a date. I'll see you later. Like, wish me good luck. Blah blah blah.
Bro code, yeah.
And they're just, well, they were girls and they didn't understand, right?
Well,
They don't get the bro code.
Most people understand when you say like,
No, most guys do. Not even all guys.
Yeah.
but your friends still left that night. They understood. In
Yeah,
some capacity.
they left.
So they got
and so I went over to her and her group of friends, who she's still hanging out with. And there's probably about 5 of them. One other girl, a couple other guys. Now, she then mentions to her friends, me and Andy are going to go, and I make small talk with them for like 5 minutes, and she's like, me and Andy are going to go to Boston Pizza. If you guys want to come, you can, but if not, I'll just see you tomorrow. So all of our friends know what's up, okay? Except for this one little fuck. He's like this fucking tall.
That's pretty small.
Harry Potter glasses, shirt buttoned up right here. He looks at us and he's like, oh yeah, I could use some Bandera bread. And I was like, fuck. So me, her, and him, this little fucking midget, are walking across the mall 10 minutes and going to Boston Pizza, and I'm like, fuck. And I cannot hide. When I feel annoyed, I can't hide it.
That's true.
You really can't. It's annoying.
So I'm walking there just like, So, and then we get to Boston Pizza, and she's like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom. So she goes and takes a piss, and so I'm sitting there with this fucking jabroni, and I'm like,
Didn't you like Smash Brothers?
well, yeah, I was like, so, fucking, you like Smash Bros? I like Smash Bros, and he's like, yeah, I study online videos to improve my gameplay techniques. And I'm like, fuck
If
me.
you study online guides to improve your Smash Bros.
You're
play,
fucking awesome.
Yeah. Woo!
but
So,
you're not getting laid.
You're gonna get all the pussy if you do that.
So mercifully, this girl comes back, okay, and I'm still just like, fuck, Jesus Christ. They start talking amongst themselves, right? And I pick up my phone and I start texting my friend Lindsay, who I saw at Mockingjay with,
Yep.
and I was like, this is the worst date I've ever been on. This is literally so fucking annoying. This guy's a total fucking retard. He's such a dweeb, and I'm really pissed off. And I text it to Lindsay. I put my phone down, and then I don't know what hits me, but I'm just like,
pick up my phone and I was like, oh fuck, and I texted it to the girl I was with. and so her phone rings and she like goes to grab it and I'm like, give me your phone, and she has an iPhone, so like the top little part of the message came down, so you can clearly say that I just said like, this is the worst date ever, I'm annoyed. So I'm sitting there just like, fuck. So I'm like,
no.
What's your password? Because I want to look at some of your pictures. So she's like, fucking Zed or whatever, and I'm like, delete the message right away. And I think I thought I got off scot-free because the rest of the night went
Nice.
by. It was an awful rest of the night, but it went by without any further instance of debauchery like
Good.
that.
Good.
So I get home and she texts me and she's just like, I hope you had an okay time, blah blah blah. And I was like, it's like, well, yeah, it was okay, I guess. And she's like, were you really annoyed? And I was just like, well, I would have rather it just us. Why? Was I that easy to read? And she's like, no, I read your fucking text message. So that was pretty much the beginning of the end of that. We saw each other a few more times after that, and then Dad just like crashed and burned and died.
I don't think you can recover from getting caught in a situation where you've
It was-
you're dating something like that.
It was bad. It was unfortunate.
No, you don't recover from that.
It was unfortunate, but shit happens.
Mario, what do you got? Yeah, that's right, you got nothing.
Went on a date with a Peach, and then she got kidnapped by a Bowser.
Here, Samus.
Any other final thoughts about the worst date you've ever had?
Yeah, don't go on bad dates.
I
No,
feel
don't
like
go on
going
bad-
on
don't
bad
do 'em.
dates. Well, I feel
Don't
like
do
going
'em.
on bad dates builds character though, so that you appreciate good dates. Like I went on a date a couple nights ago, and it was fucking awesome. And
No, that's true because I've been on one bad date. And
Yeah.
I've been on a lot of good dates. So
yeah. So like,
I mean,
it just seems so much better in comparison to the shitty dates that you've been on. So
don't let
I feel like bad dates are.
don't let your date invite a dweeb. Don't let your date. Don't get into a fight with your date.
Don't let your bitch smack you.
And don't. What did you do?
Yeah. What the fuck was yours again?
Don't chase after a girl that isn't going to put out.
Right.
Which is not really a date, but don't do that either.
Yeah.
It sucks.
And don't bring me to your awkward fucking dates. God
Hey,
damn it.
I didn't bring you. It was a wedding.
You're a good friend, that's all I can say.
Goodbye.
I wouldn't say that. Bye. Thanks for listening to
Thanks
the
for
Cool Story
listening.
Show.
Check us out on thecoolstoryshow.com and other segments like our main podcast, which is The Cool Story Show.
Get lots of Roman numeral 5.
V.
Peace.